What are you doing now? Guess spend some money.
Yeah,
It'll be a surprise.
Yeah, I guess so.
Stay tuned, I guess. Dad's buying something. I don't know what.
I don't want to, but it's almost getting to be
We have to.
something
It's a necessity.
little better for loading feed and cleaning manure.
Stay tuned. Oh boy. Look how happy he is. Wow. Oh wow, these things slide over too? What? Did you know those slide over?
No, I didn't know those slid over.
Well, only the one, but still. That's neat. Yes, you saw that correctly. Dad finally got a new loader. JCB TM320. Still getting used to it, learning how to have his bucket actually flat. But brand new, super exciting. Our old loader is getting kind of tired, you know. So between the loader tractor having a cracked rim, waiting on a rim insert from Case that has not showed up, and we don't know when it will, and the skid loader having limitations and just being older, and here we are, something different to load feed, haul bales, clean, haul manure, etc. So pretty exciting. He tells me I feel like an idiot trying to run it, but just different. So now that the cows are home, we are taking the fence down that we had the 30 head out here, or whatever, 29 cows and 28 cows in one bowl. There we go. So we're taking all this out. So Mom is rolling up wire, just that first corner. There was a splice there, so we're just doing this section first. And I'm taking off posts, and then it's nice and soft out here, so I'm also pulling posts out because it's really easy right now. So we'll see what happens. Stays that way, but Ness and I are having a good time. Grab it backward. We should just turn around, but then I'm on the wrong side. Another one done. I think it's kind of funny that we pounded all these in by hand. So I use the skid loader, and now we're pulling them out by hand. This is easier than the putting them in part when the ground is really dry. Throw it in. I told him it was kind of fun that we put them all in by hand and now we're taking them out by hand. This time's a lot easier though. Right? See, look at that. Just having fun. I'm holding it under my armpit. Arm workout. Mom's, we got a lot of slack in it now, so it's gotta be close. Yeah, I see it right there. Yeah. Yay! I can see it bouncing around. It's coming. It's almost to that single little corn stalk. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, there it is. Ta-da! There's still a little bit of wire left on there.
I win.
Not as much. 2 push-in posts. Another push-in post. 2 T-posts maybe, 1 more T-post. That's all I got. Mom's rolling up the last little bit of wire here. And then we're done. So you can see cows ate a good chunk of it, but there's still a lot of organic matter left out here for the field. They ate a good chunk of the lighter leaves that would blow away anyways and kind of blow into everyone else's property. Lovely corn stalks. And then obviously there's some manure out here now, which is nice. Yeah, fence is down, good to go. No cows left out here, fencer's down. The crate feeder's still here. Probably have to move that yet. Otherwise, pretty much ready for winter. Done. Woohoo! Good job, Ness. Great supervision. So now that's down.
Supervisory.
We gotta put winter fence up at the main place yet, but it'll be fine. Dry enough in the field that Dad's gonna go move some bales and haul. There's a handful of them with the gravel hills and the flooding this year. There's a lot of rocks in parts of the field right by Nathan and I's house, so he's gonna bring those bales home and grind those for feed instead of running them through the bale processor. That way we're not throwing rocks in the hoop like cow barn, you know, hoop building material. So I'm gonna go hook them up, put the little bale rack behind the JCB, see how that works. So everyone's still getting used to it. I have not driven it yet. Dad's been the one that's been hanging out in it. He paid for it. The man can mess with it. We'll let him get used to it, but the way it can maneuver in and out of really tight spaces and make the turn into all of our like cattle feedlots directly through the alley without having to have a like 3-point turn is freaking awesome. So pretty stoked about that. It should work out really well and hopefully fixes a lot of our problems. It's kind of scary to invest in equipment that has a, you know, price tag that's not just an easy little purchase, but it's one of those things that we've had to do some upgrading around here, and yes, it's scary and stuff, but it had to happen at the same time. So see you later. Oh, is he gonna just barely. He's got a camera on there, so it's pretty handy dandy. He can kind of see what's going on when he's with everything behind him. So I don't know how well he could see me. I'll have to ask him, but he thought he might be able to actually see where the hitch pin is, but maybe not fully. So it hooked up pretty easy. And they said to drive it like you stole it, ram on it. These things are meant to run like, they run super well when it's like Middle East countries, I guess. You know, temperatures where they're daytime high in the shade is 110 degrees. And they do have a reverse fan on them like Fenton tractors, which is freaking awesome when you're in dusty conditions, you know, grinding hay. So you can just blow everything off instead of the skid loader. It was like a fire hazard all the time. But we gotta put the pedal to the metal, I guess, for the first 100 hours. And then drop all the oil. So that's like the break-in phase. And go from there. So, but I guess it goes 25 miles an hour down the road. So we'll see if he gets her rolling. And once you're, woo, that's mud. Once you're in 4th gear, you can push a button and it'll automatically shift up for you. We ended up getting, 3 attachments. So we got 1 big bucket for feeding that doesn't have grapples on it. Then we have a grapple bucket for hauling manure and moving bales, that type of stuff around the yard. If they're falling apart, you can at least like grab them. And then we also got the double bale spear here, and it is adjustable. He paid the extra little, I don't know if it was like, I don't know. Paid a little extra fee, it wasn't bad. And you can move the spears on the one side over to adjust for different size bales too. So that's handy dandy. But yeah, I mean, we're going 25 miles an hour right now, and he's just cruising down the road, so. Y'all know that I'm not a equipment guru over here. I am much more well-versed in cattle. But I know it articulates, it's telescopic, and I think it's a telescopic articulating wheel loader technically. We got it because it can maneuver so easily around things versus, like I said, making that 3-point turn with a tractor, but it also can do more than like a regular little skid loader. So the more you know, but we'll see how this goes. Hopefully Dad doesn't break too many bales. Alright, let's see what the man can do. He's gonna love that I'm recording him. little wet spots, not bad. Beautiful. The hardest part of new equipment is figuring out how to like know if your forks and stuff are level or not, because the bucket, he said that it looks like it's level and he's not at all flat, so. Still, the way this thing can turn so much faster than the tractor. Beautiful. Mark Sterling. All right, folks, I'll leave him alone. Let him get it loaded without the chaos. And then, so he's just gonna move some of these bales that are where the rocks are in this general corner. And then he's going to put a single row along my driveway because we don't want to have all of our bales stored in one spot if there were a fire at the farm. Also, there's just not as much storage currently. And then maybe it'll help my driveway this winter. We'll see. I don't know. It sucks regardless, but. So he's just gonna put a single row, like I said, over that way, quite a ways from my driveway, move some of these home, and just see what he does, so. Look at that. He's gonna be professional by the time he's done. Anyways, we'll let Dad hang out. I'm gonna go make some sourdough bread, do some more outdoor activities, all that fun. I go on a couple of speaking adventure trips, well, I guess one long trip this next week, so I gotta get some stuff done before I leave. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna do. Let Dad play and not watch him, because we all know I don't like when he watches me, so. Look at him go, Ness, he's so good at that. What is it, Todd?
Take off.
Some of you may be wondering why we're not doing a like double row with the double barosphere. We've done a pyramid before and even doubles, and the raccoons and other wildlife. We all know we have raccoons here. tend to kind of make a mess of the net wrap and actually destroyed a handful of bales a couple years ago when we had bales here. So that's why it's a single row, so they can't like make an habitat. So sorry, raccoon friends, you are not going to live in our bales. Yep. So happy. Wow. That's our biggest problem with the skid loader, so that is gonna be freaking awesome. There he goes. It's full load. Give you a cab tour before it gets really destroyed. Obviously it's muddy, so we got that going on. So you got all your digital controls, fuel, etc. Dad's note. Remember, they do unhook hoses, whether that's for him or for everybody else. Backup camera off the back. This is from Pharmacip Supreme. Dad put it in here. Got in all the mirrors, radio, all of your controls, joystick, gas, brake. So you would drive it like a vehicle if you drove a regular vehicle. An automatic with like your foot on the left brake pedal. That's how you drive it. Throttle, all that jazz. Parking brake. All the things. There's even, I mean, not a buddy seat, but kind of a buddy seat. And all that jazz. So, yeah, you can see a lot. Even got above. Looking pretty handy dandy. So anyways, that was a little mini cab tour. And you just climb on in. Full hitch, 2 options, handy dandy. Equipment for gates to move cattle. This is pretty handy. Heck yeah, brother. Get Kyle and Ed. Baldy's over there. Jesse and Kevin are over there. And A-hole got sold.